Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Sugar-Free League. We got another match here with Paragon 5. This time they're taking on USArmy Esports. Paragon 5 pretty much has first place locked up, as we are coming to a close at the, about the end of the season, getting ready for playoffs now. But I believe USArmy Esports still has something to fight for.
Yeah, so there is actually still a situation where Paragon 5 would have to play a tiebreaker with, I believe, Lane 0. And right now, USA still has a chance to make it in. They do have to, I believe they have to win one of their last two games, or I think their last two games, and Rats has to lose one of their last two games to make it into playoffs. I remember going over playoff pictures a little bit earlier today. Cool. So, yeah, there's still a chance that Paragon 5 would be second place. They might have to play, if they drop this game here, they would have to play a tiebreaker with Lane 0, assuming they win their next game.
So yeah, there are a few scenarios where we'll have some tiebreaker matches up. So Paragon 5, they don't have to worry about that if they win that. They're in good shape. USArmy Esports though, if they win, I think they're pretty much in playoffs, but there could be also some other things. So it's a little bit up in the air right now, but this match does matter. It's not meaningless. It actually could, if USArmy Esports does win, something crazy could happen, and we could have all sorts of scenarios here. But for now, we're gonna turn to the picks. Yeah, gonna get.
We would have to actually make some Sugar-Free League foldy sheets.
Yeah, some potential scenarios there is you get the Jarvan first pick tier, going to be the 3 jungle ban to start off with the Ivern, and Olaf, and Trundle all coming through for Paragon. And USArmy Esports spreading their bans around. They're going to pick up the Sylas and Vi here up against the Jarvan that's already been picked, and well, we'll see what else is going to come in through here. We got a Yasuo hover, maybe that'll be interesting. But no, just the Galio.
Galio. I thought Yasuo is super interesting pick. Oh my god, but Galio just Galio.
Probably gonna be a support Galio. We're seeing the Xayah hover as well. But Galio, Jarvan, a very good combination together. At the very least, you're gonna get flashes out of the enemy when you do use your ultimate together. If not, a big knock-up, AoE knock-up, and lots of kills for yourself. But Xayah gonna be locked in here, so that'll be almost certainly be the bottom lane with Galio, Xayah there. And on the other side, a Vayne pickup gonna come through here. Even after seeing enemy bot lane, gonna go with that one. And
I do actually like the pick with the Xayah, but no Rakan, because if it sets up a scenario in which still go mid, and they pick Rakan and they have the Xayah Rakan lane. USA definitely has to keep in mind.
Very possible here.
Coming out.
I got the Zoe ban on the other side there for USArmy Esports. So yeah, mid laners still up in the air. Could be we could already have them. It could be Sylas, Galio, but those could be moved around. Sylas has seen play in a lot of different places there, so not sure where that's going, but we do know the Jarvan will be in the jungle, the Xayah and the Vayne will be down in the bottom lane here, as Jax will be the last ban. Sold my son had a very good performance last night, right? On that Jax. So gonna make sure he doesn't have the opportunity to do it again.
That was quite disgusting. That was a pretty disgusting performance.
But Kled gonna be taken away from Pork Chop. So both top laners getting their best picks banned away here on this second rotation, and now USA with the option here. They do have the last pick counter here, so they could save that to get themselves a favorable matchup there in the top or mid lane. But we'll see what they go with first here, and it'll be the Tahm Kench, it looks like, to stay with a very safe bottom lane here to get the Vayne rolling, and preserving the knowledge of what the soul lane is here so they can get the counter pick they want. And looks like you're right, going to be their con on the other side.
Fucking genius. I mean, I'm a freaking genius.
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna pick the Rakan as soon as the Morgana was banned.
Yeah, the Morgana ban. Now that that's out of the way, you still have to worry about the Tahm Kench, of course. Not exactly easy to kill the Vayne Tahm Kench, but definitely a very strong lane for the Xayah Rakan here, and looks like the Galio will be heading up, I guess mid lane with the Vladimir, and the Vladimir will go top. Might depend on what the pickup is here on the other side for US Army. That might switch things around. Looks like it. Oh, Zed would be. Well, I mean, he has a decent matchup into those guys, but he feel like he has a hard time killing both Vladimir and Galio. They're gonna go with.
Yeah, good.
So gonna be the Zed in the mid lane here. I'd assume the Vladimir will go to the mid lane. I mean, maybe not. Maybe the Galio will go. I think that's still up in the air, honestly. Sold my son though. Yeah, he prefers Vladimir. So I guess it will be the Galio in the mid lane here against the Zed. And we'll get a Silas Vladimir in the matchup in the top lane and a Galio Zed in the mid lane.
That's actually a really disgusting team comp on the side of P5. It sets up Galio to do a lot of things. Can W in and then press R, and Galio R is on top of it all while there's still CC from the recon. And then Dia the whole time just shooting feathers, or Vladimir's pressing his R key. There's work cut out for him this game, for sure.
And we got that cleanse on the Tom Kent, of course. So shouldn't be many kills going down in the bottom lane. At least to start things off there, and the TP on the Galio. So probably not going to be a ton of kills early on without junglers coming out and helping. But we have seen some good Zed performances. And if you're willing to pick up Zed, I think in this meta, you're probably pretty confident on the pick. So maybe we'll see something exciting there.
I actually lost a game before coming to this, where my Zed got incredibly fed. He macro skills a literal rock. And he lost. And I was very upset. Solo queue is hard, kids. Don't do solo queue. I just don't understand how you can get 16 kills and then be bad.
I feel like if Skill gets 16 kills here, he'll probably win the game, but who knows?
I hope if he does get 16 kills that he does win the game.
You'd think it'd be pretty likely, but you never know here.
Did you see the just a quick segue, the comps, and which, by the way, if you're on the side of USA, you really just want to find someone out by themselves and then going to town them with Zed ult or Silas plus Vi knock-up combos. What you're trying to do at this point, because team fighting, that's probably not going to go well for you.
Interesting to see the Keystone for Vi. She's got a little bit more popular recently, and some Halo Blades, some Aftershock. There's been a few different choices there. Some people still going to Electrocute or Phase Rush, but Halo Blades is sort of the new thing on the block. So we'll see what the Vi decides to do. But there are definitely a few options there for her. But we'll see what the decision is. That's really the only mystery in Keystones, I think.
You could have, I think, Silas's Keystone as well. He takes Aftershock or Electrocute, I believe.
Yeah, he's
mostly Aftershock though.
He is one of the champions that has a few different options as well. But
I think Aftershock is kind of Aftershock is that ability in the game that if your champion has access to it, take it.
It's not always
Shona,
true.
Don't play
but...
Aftershock, Shona. Do not do it.
Well, like,
sounds great on paper, but it's not great.
But like Jarvan doesn't really take it. Rakan doesn't take it. There's lots of champions that don't actually go with it. That can proc it like with a basic spell. So there are like it's very good, but not everyone.
I've seen J4s take it, but you are right. Like usually you want to go for that Electrocute, or actually the J4 has Electrocute, and it looks like Vi did opt in for the Aftershock herself.
Yep. Her mobility though is really tied into her. Like her mobility, her engage, her CC is all in one ability as Vi. So that's one of the things that I think makes her struggle as a champion, is that everything's tied into that one ability. So you have, like, if you want to go, you have to go. There's no getting back out after you made the decision to go in. And like it's just everything, all her utilities in that is in her you know, her Q ability, and her ultimate is obviously very good as well. But Like when you have everything tied to that ability, it can sometimes mess you up because you don't actually have anything else to follow it up. And
it's kind of like how Alistar is. Alistar is a champion that you usually go one way, unless your team, of course, shows up. But so
yeah, Alistar
sometimes
has
you
a
just
lot of built-in tankiness though, which Vi doesn't really have. So
that's true. Vi has to build tank. Alistar just kind of lets happens.
yep.
I don't know what word I just used. We gotta pause as soon as we get into the game.
Well,
Sable.
Vi is also a champion that struggles greatly until she hits level 3. It's kind of like Kha'Zix, where you can't really clear your jungle if you take your mobility spell, but you also don't want to fight without it. So you have to wait till level 3 to fight, or you can't clear your jungle. So it creates this like really tough scenario where you either have to get level 3 before you kind of venture out on the map, or you have to like cheese and you put everything into the cheese is sort of the problem there. So that creates, like a decision of like what route am I going to take, and so a lot of solutions to that as well. I'm going to go red to Krugs to Scuttle Crab and get level 3 that way. But if you do that, then you're sort of in a... You can be like that Scuttle Crab will be taken away, right? And it also means that being on the red side, you have to start on the top side of your jungle there. So there's just a lot of downsides to that, and that's another one of the reasons you can... It's a little difficult for Vi to... With all her mobility and fighting power in that queue, she can't really clear.
Right. I think I've never played a single game of Vi. Yeah.
She is a fun champion. Never played the champion. She is very fun. You get to punch stuff, so punch stuff really hard. I actually have it's a fun champion to play, but yeah, she does have some issues with her. Hopefully.
Riot seems to have been addressing them. I hope.
Yeah.
She has been in patch notes a couple patches in a row now, just trying to get her to a viable position.
Exactly.
I'll see myself out.
Looks like it will be the red buff for both junglers, but more notable that the Vi is on the top side of the map now, and some wards on the Scuttle Crab there. You can see red wards and blue wards on both Scuttle Crabs, so both sides know what's going on here.
It's pretty standard League of Legends from both sides.
The one thing
like that the Mick duo in the bot lane did have matching Zyricon skins. I believe I talked about that last night.
One thing about putting Galio in the mid lane area to lane against the Zed is that it makes it a lot easier for Zed to lane, because he doesn't have a melee disadvantage, and he's against someone who... Well, there you see the aftershock proccing. And we got a gank topside here. Valencia has got up to Q, which means he's not going to be able to, again, not clear the jungle as well. Going for that level 2 red cheese, but not going to work out this time. But either way, so the Galio is all about, stopping mages and being good against mages here, and now that he's against an 80 champion like Zed, this lane probably isn't going to go super well for him. I think you favor Zed here.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, because even in Galio's kit, I believe his W gives him
a magic shield, yep.
Right, it gives his magic shield, and I believe extra magic resist. Be confused on that, though? Might be his passive. I know he gets extra magic somewhere in his kit.
The point is he's good against mages, like I said.
So much against AD. Yeah.
Exactly. So that means that laning for Zed is going to be a little bit easier here. And later on in the game could mean that, the Zed, maybe he's not getting solo kills against this Galio, but he's able to shove in a lot easier and get around the map there. And he got gank set up to if he wants to go roam to a lane.
And that's what you want to look to do if you're the Zed. You want to shove the wave and just go roam. You likely can't do things to Galio. Like, if you try to ult him, you just kind of press W.
Again, could be a good matchup, but still comes down to execution. But for the most part, pretty even across the board here. Nothing crazy going on. But we may have gank here in the bottom lane. Good Devour comes through here, gonna save AD carry, but Valencia's here trying to make something happen. Big Trump, he's gonna flash in, find the first blood, but he's gonna die. There you go. Down he goes, but he does trade his life. Both summoners used by AD carries and Mick Obama. So a lot of summoners, but again, first blood over there, so a decent trade. But still, a good gank coming through from Valencia here. This poor
even though it was a 1-for-1, they still...
He might just find the kill here, but Solarka is here to help out. Porkchop gonna find the kill. He's probably gonna go down himself here. Solarka is here. Oh, actually, dash out Porkchop. Can you do it, buddy? No. The spear gonna come through and knock him down. But again, a 1-for-1 trade there as well. This time going in the favor of USArmy. In terms of, you know, their laner ends up getting the advantage, and the jungler comes in to clean it up.
And the gank bot side helped out quite a bit because themselves in a summoner disadvantage, because Tom Kinch still has both of his summoners, able to effectively save the Vayne in lane. Like, we got some Vlad and Silas back and forth on the top side.
Silas misses that engage though, will not hit it that time.
It almost reminds me of the Vlad versus Mundo match we saw last night. They're just going to flail at each other and then heal back up.
This one a little bit more impactful, I think. Like we saw earlier, there can definitely be kills in this matchup. As we get Mick Obama here with a good engage onto a big tree. Just going to chunk out a little bit of health here. So again, more fighting and trading the top side. And Porkchop's been getting the better end of this one so far here on Sylas. As well, there you go. Ult gonna have to be used. Porkchop gonna find the solo kill after stealing the Vlad ultimate. Very nice. Doesn't even have Ignite, but finds the solo kill once again. For a second, I thought that the Vladimir was using his ult defensively, but realized he was still level 5. A good timing winner for Porkchop and finds kill.
So, did you see the list of, like, the quote-unquote leaked list of skins we're getting, this year?
I have not seen the skin list now.
So, name of a new champion, Purra. You know, like, purr, like a cat,
So
with an A at the end of it.
She's a cat? Or...
I'm down if she's a cat. I'll never play Sona ever again. But, we're getting, like, notable things. We're getting a new Echo skin. Getting a new Shaco with Tristana skin. A new Talia skin. New Jhin and Orianna skins. Arcade Teemo, Arcade Yasuo, which will get the Prestige Edition.
Are we getting a new Ivern skin? Is that happening?
Well, we already know we're getting one of those.
We do?
Yeah, we're already getting Dunk Master Ivern.
Well, here, playing the bottom lane, talented, able to tumble away from this one, and Solarka misses that. Oh, just forget about that one, I guess. Didn't quite hit the flag there. Now Solarka in trouble. Valencia on the chase here. He's winning the duel so far, despite being leveled down, and now the bottom lanes are coming in. It's not going to go through the Cataclysm, finds a lot of damage. Talented, he's going to survive for now, but then he ends up going down. 80 carry and jungler down so far. Trump trying to find something. Gets ulted here by Valencia. He's going to buy a little bit of time, but Seal comes in here, finds a shuriken to kill him. Mick Obama, well, charges through. Valencia found the engage, and now, there the pop. Zed finds that kill, a second one for him, killing both bottom lane members. Seal with a good rotation, able to help out there. XQ had ultimate, was not able to make his way down and help out his bottom lane.
Yeah, and that was just a really good setup on the side of USA. P5 didn't have vision out, and is in the bot lane.
Now Porkchop rotating down into the mid lane. They found XQ. Skill is here to help out. Got a little bit more damage, but no ultimate available from Skill. Means that they're not going to make a play here. Porkchop did steal the hero's entrance here, so he will be able to make a play around the map for, you know, in the next couple seconds. We'll see if he's able to use that effectively here. Skill, he's got a lot of gold on himself. Might want to make his way back here. You see he's got 1,700 gold right now. And he lost a lot of HP from that bot lane play, so I think he'll probably back soon. But, oh, here comes the Tahm Kench. XQ here, but he misses the taunt. Just Punch going to come through, but that just blocks his escape. Valencia, they're definitely going to find this kill. Valencia, the last punch to send Gallia back to the spawning platform. A very nice ult there. A big tree making the play across the map and gives the kill over.
A very good ult from Tahm Kench. A lot of people really underestimate the power of that ultimate.
That roam does cost them, though. Talented down 30 CS right now to McTrump. And the longer a big tree leave the lane for, the more CS is going to add up there. So despite seeing a few ganks here and dying twice already, McTrump still with a large advantage in the bottom lane. As both junglers have gotten very involved here, being involved in 7 kills total between the two of them. And now Skill, he's trying to make his way in the jungle. He found Solarca. Skill continue to chase. Here comes the hero's entrance. That's going to be Porkchop coming in. Valencia is here, and looks like Solarca will go down to XQ. We have Sold My Son here, but they're in a 2v3. Sold My Son going to go in the pool. He's got the phaser trying to run away, but XQ is going to get slowed up here. Flash over the wall, try and get away. Skill, though, going to take out XQ, and now Sold My Son. He's running for his life, but he's not going to get very far. Another double kill here for Skill. That's his 5th kill of the game. Completing that display did a lot for him. And a very nice rotation. Porkchop with a good old steal, able to get there very fast.
And this is exactly what you want to do if you're USA. You just want to walk around the map and find people that are by themselves, or walk around the map and find 2v2s. It's working right now.
Had very good map presence so far. The solo laners right now are really struggling for Paragon 5. USArmy Esports doing a great job so far in that department.
So back to this list before we have a little bit more action on that. We're getting a new Karthus in, Battle Boss Karthus, so it's going to be the arcade villains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Project Jinx, Irelia, and Jin Zhao this year. Which really is going to look sick. I think that skin is going to look amazing. We're getting Bewitching Lux, Bewitching Soraka. They're extending the Coven line to include Morgana, Syndra, and LeBlanc, which makes sense. Those all fit thematically. This is... maybe? Oh, wait. Okay. The big news is the Star Guardian lineup for this year. We're getting Star Guardian Annie.
Well, he might have pulled that thought. Sold My Son going to get solo kill, and Talented taken very low in the bottom lane, but never mind. Porkchop just got a solo kill. Back to the skins, I guess.
Alright, Star Guardian Zoe. And most importantly to me, finally, the greatest champion in League of Legends joins the Star Guardian ranks. Herself, so my name makes sense.
Alright, but now we got a gank in the bottom lane. Valencia here. Well, he's gone a little early. He's by himself right now. The turn is coming. Looks like Valencia is going to get taken down. The TP coming through as well. XQ is here. And that play did not go the way they were hoping. USArmy Esports just... wow, the Valencia went in a little bit too quickly, and the rest of the team was not able to follow up. But everyone down here in the bottom lane, maybe they'll try again. There's a Drake up, the Ocean Drake. Skill, oh my goodness, over the wall. Has found the kill on a Mick Obama. He's got no armor, and down he goes. Skill continuing to look for something. He's got ultimate available. Here comes the big tree, ulting in. But no, the rest of the team going to get away here. So a 1-for-1 trade overall. As Valencia comes back out on the map. Valencia did have a shutdown, so a little bit more valuable. He did go down. And the turn is coming on the Ocean Drake. Sold My Son still up in the top lane right now. He does have those 4 deaths and no TP, so he won't be joining the fight anytime soon. The Ocean Drake will go over. Not even a chance for a steal. They already left, so... the rotation's helping out Seal, getting around the map, and he's already got 6 kills. Zed has worked out a lot for the people who have picked up, and... well, it's certainly working for Skill so far as we get the Rift Herald summon in the bottom lane. Valencia here. The turret plates are still up here. We're at 1340, which means that this Rift Herald, well, could get more gold, but it'll be harder to take out his turret. As Porkchop trying to make a play in the top side. Sold My Son in trouble. Both players using the Hemo Plagues there, and now more fighting in the bottom lane. Valencia, he's gotten knocked up. Here comes the quickness. Mick Obama. Oh, the big swall from Big Tree helps out, but not for long. Talented goes down, and a big tree is in trouble. Riftchild did get a charge off in the meantime, though, and that turret is very low. On the other side, Skill found a kill onto Soul My Son. He rotated up to help out Porkchop. Now Valencia gonna clear out the minions in the mid lane here. So a few kills given over, but the Soul Leaders and Jungler of USArmy Esports still doing a very good job, and that turret just hanging out with a sliver of health there in the bottom lane.
And that's the P5 wants to do. They want to just go all in on 2 to 3, potentially 5 members at a time, and the call works.
That fight certainly went in their favor, and now they're going to turret in the bot lane for it, but the turret in the top lane already taken by USArmy Esports there by Porkchop and USA Skill. XQ, he's working on that mid lane turret, but not going to find it here, as he will use that just to try and get away, but Porkchop is here. Going to miss that stun, though, and XQ is just fine.
Yep, just going to sit under this turret and attempt to back, as he is out of mana.
You can see Scale is up quite a few levels there. 2 levels in mid lane, up 30 CS, and of course those 7 kills. So XQ just going to be a role player for now. Just trying to keep Skill under control. 13-6 in kills and a 2,000 gold lead here for USArmy Esports. But the bot lane has gone pretty terribly. McTrump has extended this CS lead to about 40 and picked up those 2 kills as well. So the gold lead is about 1,600 there. Now, of course, that's made up for in the mid lane where the gold lead's about 3,000 between Skill and XQ. And the top lane about 1,100. So USArmy Esports winning the soul lane super hard, but Paragon 5 winning the bot lane super hard. So that's basically the state of the game right now. McTrump, he's got to do something big. He's got a Zed breathing down his neck.
It's going to be up to the rest of the members of P5 to try to keep Zed off of him. They definitely do have their work cut out, though. A 7-kill Zed will look to rip through quite a few things. Definitely hard to stop.
Good news is you do have that invulnerability with that Xayah, one of the better AD carries at dealing with assassins. But no easy feat by any means. So
still have to press the button.
that's sometimes easier said than done. The Zed can kill you very quick. He comes in, little swirl and a bunch of shurikens go flying, and then an auto and you're dead. As Soul My Son gonna go 1v1 here against Skill. The ult's gonna dodge out here. Skill using the death mark there. Finds a lot of damage here, but Soul My Son still healthy enough. Valencia to come in to help out, and oh, that's gonna be it. Skill flashing in for the kill. Even Porkchop, he's gonna survive in the top lane right now, and the play is continuing down in this bot lane. XQ arrived too late to help out his teammate and had to flash away himself, and now 4 members from USArmy Esports going in the bottom lane while Porkchop is holding top lane. And right now, Paragon 5 is getting nothing back for this play. They're losing the inner turret in the bot lane, have no pressure anywhere else. After losing their support Mick Obama, they weren't able to find anything.
And with an Infernal Dragon coming up in around 50 seconds now, where USA wants to be. They want to have control over the bot side jungle. See, any member of P5 lingering into it, trying to get vision on the dragon. Attempt to steal it.
They're going to back, though, before this Infernal comes up. USArmy going to reset, spend all that gold. They got a lot in the inventory, so going to purchase up here before they go out. Porkchop has found Soul My Son, though. Stolen the ultimate here and found the stun. Oh, and looks like Soul My Son, he's trying to run away. The phase rush going to help out with that. The ult's going to be laid down here. Looks like he will survive. Porkchop, though, no. The emo play comes through the stolen one. Going to find the kill. Now Porkchop gets knocked up here by the grand entrance. Porkchop, he's got nothing to get out here. Able to dash over the wall at the last minute, but it's not enough. XQ the roam up. Going to help out with that one. 7 deaths now for Soul My Son and just 2 assists. XQ only with the 2, but he's having a rough game as well.
And having to dedicate that many players topside for that kill, even though it was a 700 gold shutdown, this does mean you have to get over the Infernal Dragon. Which I think they were anticipating having to get over that anyways.
Now the play coming through. Paragon 5 in the mid lane. Skill has found a little bit of damage on XQ. The Aftershock saving him for now. And now the stopwatch going to come through. That'll mean he survives the play. But now more fighting breaking out. Valencia into the backline. He's found McTrump. McTrump with the feathers is going to buy a little bit of time. Mick Obama goes down in the meantime, though. And Skill going to find XQ. McTrump with the autos, but he's not able to find enough damage to pick off someone. He survived himself, but 3 members have fallen right now for USArmy Esports, and everyone's still alive for Paragon 5, and everyone alive for USArmy Esports. Said it the wrong way around. USArmy Esports taking it to Paragon 5 right now. I'm surprised as much as anyone right now. Paragon 5 down 5,000 gold here at 1945. And looks like Soul My Son gonna get dove here underneath this inhibitor turret. He's gonna be forced to flash away. Seal with the 9 kills is a little bit too scary to stick around next to. And now USArmy Esports at 20 minutes. Again, 5,000 gold lead up 3 turrets, 5-2 there. And they've got a very fed Zed. The only downside right now is their Vayne's a little bit behind, but with all the gold she's getting from these turrets, I mean, she won't be behind for long.
Also, you know, when your Zed is that far ahead and that bad, you don't really care what state your Vayne is in. The win con at this point is allow Zed to ult into the backline and kill a carry, and then get out.
Trump was able to survive that fight, but yeah, really couldn't do the damage, was forced out by all that damage, and at this point in the game, he just doesn't have enough, really, to kill everyone. The Infinity had nowhere near completion. He's 3,000 gold off that, so it's really just a rough spot for him where in most situations he'd actually be in a really good spot. He's had pretty good CS for the most part, like 8, you know, like over 8 CS a minute there, so
yeah, not quite the full.
Yeah, not quite the 10 or 9, but he's doing a good job there, and he's got a couple kills. Like, he's actually in a fine spot, but just comparatively to the enemy team, he just can't do enough damage. Because the Silas is so fed, and so is the Zed, and even Valencia here. He hasn't even gone for Triforce, though, just went for the Warrior and Sterix. So he's incredibly hard to kill right now, and his base damages are just enough to kill everyone else, because he's so far ahead. He's level 13 to Solarica's 11 there. So, yeah, Paragon 5 is in a rough spot here in Game 1.
Yeah, good condemn from the Vayne coming out. Snare J4 against the wall, and that's gonna open up.
Well, now Solarica in trouble. Yeah, he's gonna go down. The condemn there, pretty good, talented. Finds the kill, and now the turn on to the Baron comes. The mid lane turret is very low. Perhaps they'll go for that one. McTrump is pushing the wave right now, so that may be the decision. Now Valencia turn here. XQ, he's bought a bit of time with a taunt, but here comes Skill into the backline. He's found a lot of damage. Soul My Son, though, he's got a lot of damage back, and looks like both sides are battered and bruised. No one going down yet. And, well, here comes the reconnection. Porkchop is back. Maybe he'll find a big play here. Able to still make Obama's ult here. He's got the quickness. He's found the charm, and oh my goodness, there's the damage from Porkchop. And now XQ gonna fall on the other side. Soul My Son forced to run away, but again, the pool is gonna just buy him a little bit of time. I think Skill's got this. A flash in. Porkchop gonna find the double kill there. And now USArmy Esports, everyone's dead but the jungler. And looks like they're going to push for this inhibitor here in the mid lane. Nope, they're going to back off. Never mind, they're going to Baron.
As 2 members had already started it while they chased down the Vladimir.
Yeah, they turned to the wave and were like, oh, we're pushing for the inhibitor. And they're like, no, come to Baron. So everyone got on the same page.
Purple buff better.
Got a dragon spawning here in about 30 seconds as well. We'll see if they stick around for that or if they just head back and run out to it. Looks like that'll be the decision. It is a Infernal Drake, yeah. So pretty important to pick that one up. I assume that'll be the first stop. As Skill has gone for not so much damage after this. He's built a Tiamat and a QSS. So he hasn't gone for that, Yomu's or Knight's Veil or anything to get even more damage. He's built him utility. Some wave clear, some defensive stats there. As USArmy Esports comes out, just 23-45 in. Again, they're up about 8,000 gold here. Well, now Skill's in trouble. He's going to use the ult to buy a bit time. The charm coming through, though. Mick Obama doesn't find the knockout, though. He went too far for that. The Infernal Dragon goes over. Solarica. Now Valencia over the wall. Solarica's in trouble. Valencia gonna find the kill. Now there's 2 members left. McTrump and Soul My Son forced to run. Looks like McTrump will get away. Soul My Son with the flash. Oh no, McTrump in trouble. Porkchop is continuing to chase. The feather's going, but it's not gonna be enough. Another big sweep there for US Army Esports. 4 members down. Just Soul My Son surviving, and he's got 8 deaths right now. So that's, I mean, it's a rare occurrence he survives, but he does this time, and he's not going to be able to clear this wave. With the Baron buff, it looks like US Army Esports is poised to end this game very, very fast.
They have about half of a wave here, and all 5 members are up. Able to do quite a bit of damage to these structures with Baron buff.
Gonna take that inhibitor and just run away here. Gonna go for this spot in top waves. So not getting greedy now. They probably could just march down and keep pushing, but playing it safe here. They've got the double Infernal and Ocean. They don't have to worry about the game going later, really. Maybe at 60 minutes it'll happen, but right now, they need to buy a lot of time. Paragon 5 is very behind there. Xayah needs Infinity Edge, basically, before they can win a team fight, and even then, I don't know if it's going to happen. So
yeah, I think at this point it is just a little bit too late for Xayah's Infinity Edge to make that great of impact on the team fights.
Paragon 5 clearing out these minions in the mid lane, but right now US Army is just waiting until they're all ready to go again. Some members back in, get some more items, and others just waiting for the others to come back. And once that happens, they're just gonna push down, right? And once they have the supers in the mid lane, they're pushing both the bot and top waves. There's really, like, they could just push the minions and win the game. I'd imagine at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's even a clear.
I would like to believe that as well. It is good that they are attempting to go for not just run it down mid on the off chance that they do lose a team fight. I would give quite a bit of gold over to the side of P5 to work with, and then also allow them to clear out the wave. So playing it a little bit patient and trying to get these side waves a little bit better managed.
Well, I got that cannon minion hammering away in the top and bottom lanes here. The supers eventually push as Porkchop, another solo kill. That's the 9th death for Soul My Son. Baron buff has timed out, but now they've got the opening here with that solo kill in the top lane. Porkchop will take this inner turret down, and the inhibitor turret in the bot lane. Probably not long for this world either.
Yeah, I mean, they have the wave clear with Xayah and the Galio, but fight and protect this turret, the longer Silas gets to work on the top one.
Now Solarica gonna come over. We'll buy a little bit of time here clearing out these minions, but Porkchop, they're going for the dive skills here as well. The Cataclysm comes through, the Galio could come as well, but Valencia, he's trying to make his play, but no! Mick Obama, good peel, is able to help out McTrump. Now McTrump with the autos, he's kiting beautifully, but I don't know if he's going to be able to survive. Oh my goodness, he finally gets a jungler there, a huge pullback of the feathers, and now Talented, oh, Talented just barely finds a kill. McTrump almost made the impossible play, and now Skill, he's going to find the kill here on Soul My Son in just a moment, I think. The Shurikens, oh, not quite enough. Soul My Son going to survive with his Onias, but Talented and Big Tree going to pick up the inhibitor in the bottom lane here, so 2 inhibitors down. The top lane inhibitor still surviving, but I don't know if it's going to be... No, it looks like they'll back off here. I think Paragon 5 is able to hold this for now. The US Army Sports, it's just a matter of time, I think, before they end this game.
Yeah, at this point, realistically, they should just be grouping up and walking down a lane.
They do have to push all the minion waves, right? So it's not as simple as just walking in as 5 down a lane, because they do have to push the side lanes. But once they get all their minion waves in order, they can pretty much just walk to top lane and take an inhibitor, and then slowly wait for the minions to come. And it should be just that, but they can't be stupid about this, right? There's still potential to throw.
Right.
We've seen it before. They just got to be the real thing here is they should win this every single time. They just got to do the right things to win. So that's
right.
That's
and I think the right thing here is to secure the dragon. I mean, it is just a cloud drake, but it's an objective.
Mick Obama just stole the red by accident. I mean, if this game wasn't going bad enough, like, that's...
Yeah, that is a...
That's a tilter, but Infinity Edge is completed for McTrump. He doesn't have the red buff, but he does have the Infinity Edge. And an extra Brawler's glove there. So he does have a decent amount of crit here. What's that, 85% crit? As, oh, the Cataclysm coming through, but Porkchop just going to dash out of that one. Valencia here for the counter. Maybe they'll find the kill. But Valencia, what is he looking for? He does find it on a Solarca, but he'll just hop away. Well, the ult coming through here with a quickness used. There's going to be a fight here. Ult in from a big tree, and now Skill stunned up. XQ buying a lot of time with his Zonia's talented, though. He's in the ultimate. A good save there from Big Tree. Bought him a lot of time, and now Skill into the backline. Good feathers, though, from McTrump. That's a lot of damage. Sold My Son, stunned up, goes down. Porkchop finds the kill. Just the bottom lane left for Paragon 5. McTrump he's done his best here in these team fights. Some huge feather pullbacks to find a lot of damage, but he's just not in a position to win the game for his team. Does not have enough. But he definitely tried his best. Unfortunately, though, Paragon 5 loses game 1. USArmy Esports coming out with a surprising victory here in a very dominant fashion. I mean, it was never really in doubt, I don't think, at any point in that game, except for, you know, when we spawned. They looked dominant throughout. 10 deaths on Sold My Son, which is, again, another surprising thing because he had a great series yesterday, but today he's really not on his game.
Yeah. 10 deaths, that is pretty drastic compared to yesterday. I believe yesterday in the entire series he had maybe 6 in a single game. Definitely a bit of a yikes, but nothing you can do about it now. Just have to hope that adjustments are made for game 2 accordingly.
Well, a rough start for Paragon 5 to the series. Or I even, out of habit, I gave them the win. Whoops. All right. I'm so used to giving scores to Paragon 5 that I just gave it to them. USArmy Esports actually won that game. So they're pretty happy about that. And if I'm them, I mean, I don't know what you changed. The bottom lane went pretty terribly. I'll say that. They got the kill. Early on, they did trade a kill out there, but for the most part, they were down 40 CS at one point. Like the bot lane did not go well, but the soul lanes and the jungle there carried and allowed them to win pretty easily. But if you shore up that bottom lane, I mean, like this series should be over pretty quickly. So we'll see if they can do that or not. But Paragon 5, I doubt they're going to roll over. It seems unlikely to me. So stick around. We'll be back for game 2.
Yeah,
and
definitely
I think
looking forward to game 2. Usually game 2 is the mess around game for Paragon 5, as they take the game 1 and then game 2 try to have a little bit of fun with it. But you have to imagine that there is no fun to be had in this game 2.
No, this is definitely got to get down to business here. And with that, we'll be back for game 2 in just a second. Thanks to Young Adrian for subscribing. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay. Sound's back. We fixed the issue. It's all good. Soup is not here anymore. He's gone. But the sound is all good. A wire came out, basically. But we're all good now. And we got to play up in the top lane here. Solarica making play here on the Pork Chop. Pork Chop going to go down. TP vested by XQ, but they find the kill. He'll play up in the top side here. Paragon 5 off to a much better start here. McTrump with the kill, the solo kill in the bottom lane, and now that play up top side gonna get Soul My Son a little bit of an advantage there. Now Valencia's found Solarica. Neither have buffs and no laners around to help out as the sport's going at it in the river. Now, CS even for the most part. Just about everywhere, but a few advantages here. Giving a 1,000 gold lead right here at 7-ish minutes to Paragon 5. Off to a very good start considering how rough their game 1 was. But now with this Kog'Maw already with a kill picked up here, he's got the Cutlass. You feel pretty confident here in this bottom lane. And feel much better about Paragon 5 than you did at this point in game 1. The Jace in the mid lane, though, very interesting pick here, and right now hasn't done much. Again, pretty even overall, and XQ's actually made a play across the map because he got that that TP play in there as we get a short pause. And looks like we're right back into it. The quick DC from the Pork Chop. I think he's back. Is he back? He's making a play in the mid lane, so he's back. Here comes Pork Chop. The gank in the mid lane. XQ. He's going to go down. The flash was there, but the stun comes through before he is able to use it. And the kill is found. Very nice roam for Pork Chop. Gonna help right the ship a little bit. And getting a kill on this Jace could mean he takes over in the side lane later on and can deal with a Camille. If he can do that, then you've got a lot of pressure created from him in the side lane. And that could really help out things. Because I don't think that you will find a winning team fight here for USArmy Esports. I think your wing addition lies in the side lane pressure there. So if you can get this Jace rolling, maybe the Silas can go into the side lane as well. I think that's the avenue for victory. But Valencia, he's trying to make play down here. He's found it. Good swallow up here. That were good for Mick Obama. He's gonna buy some time, but McTrump, he's already very low, and he's gonna fall. Mick Obama gonna join him shortly after. And now a double kill in the bottom lane for Talented. Well, as I say, they're not gonna win team fights. Maybe they have an avenue to winning team fights if they can win this bot lane here. I thought they were, you know, McTrump and Mick Obama were gonna take this easily, but after a very good game from Valencia, they're gonna be able to pick up this Cloud Drake as well. That could really help things out there and make them much more competitive in the team fights there. Gonna be an Infernal here second, which will spawn at about 14.5 minutes or so. That could be really helpful later on. Did have a double Infernal last game, which really made that snowball even worse. Now we have another Infernal, and that again could be pretty important. Hard to tell who have priority in the bottom lane at that point, especially after that gank was successful there in the bottom lane. Hook shot gonna go in, gonna miss, but Hexeco made him drop. Pork Chop, Solarica is here for the play, but Pork Chop gonna flash away. Soul My Son gonna go down to the turret. Now Solarica, he's in trouble falling as well. Valencia flashing over the wall to help out. Pork Chop goes down. Solarica will fall to Valencia here, so 2-for-1 trade. So Solaric was a little bit slow on that play. I think he didn't realize they were going for it. Now McTrump gonna get swallowed up by Mick Obama. Mick Obama here with the stopwatch. He'll buy some time, but now they both die. The Mick duo gonna go down once again here. You skill this time with a roam for the gank. And Talented in the big tree start things off and finish it off very nicely. That's 3 kills now for Talented and 1 assist here. Gonna get the plating as well to make that play even better. As XQ gonna hop out, but he hops right into Valencia's arm. Skill, he's gonna shock blast over the wall. Ult does land from Valencia. XQ in a self ult, but no one here to help him. He's just gonna fall after his ult runs out, and there you go. Skill gonna pick up that kill. Okay. I didn't know that skin had sound effects as well. I think, like the puppy is pretty adorable. Rod of Ages, the purchase for Pork Chop this game. To be honest, I have really no idea why you go Rod of Ages or Ludens or... I have no idea. I haven't played Silas very much, so I don't really know, but... The Rod of Ages does give you more tankiness, but no CDR, of course. You know, as opposed to Luden's Echo. So Rod of Ages, bit tankier, got some... I think you have slightly more mana when it's fully stacked up as well. But yeah, missing the CDR, so... That's the trade-off. Also, of course, it's a scaling item. But Paragon 5, after a good start, have had, you know, a little bit of rough go of it here in this mid part of the laning phase. The bot lane has died twice. The mid lane not faring well either, and now a gank in the top lane. Maybe they can turn around this. Stole My Son is losing this trade so far. Pork Chop with the Hexacle and made him on dude. Stole My Son, but oh, the leg sweep is there, and now the TP coming in from XQ. Looks like they're gonna try and okay, XQ, never mind. He's just gonna go back to mid lane. A bit more efficient at TP to mid lane if you want to go there, but I guess he just wanted to help out. And now XQ looking for a player on a skill. Skill is in 1v3. The Hexacle has been dropped onto him. Sold My Son. He ignites there. I think he'll survive it. He should be good. There he is. Gonna survive that one. But he is very low. So he'll just hookshot and probably head back to base now. But still a good find in the jungle. They're turning it around, but all the kills have gone on the Trundle for the most part. Just the one there on a Soul My Son. 4 kills onto a Trundle. Like, it's nice, but Trundle's not where you want your goal. Mick Obama now gonna get knocked up, and here, oh, the Light Disintegration Ray gonna do a lot of damage here. The Infinity Edge already there for Talented, and Pen Boots and some AP for a big tree mean that they do a lot of damage at this stage in the game. Solarica and Valencia now facing off over this red buff. Solarica with a pillar coming through. Valencia does have the smite possibility, but he's not going to get it. Solarica gets smite in the end and picks up on red buff. And now, oh, going to hop out over the wall here. So Valencia A-okay, not going to get red buff though. And now Skill with the 3 kills is definitely winning this bottom lane. This mid lane rather handily. The bot lane also winning. Here for USArmy Esports. I mean, they're having a fantastic series so far. We'll see if they can finish it out here in game 2. They've got a lot of work ahead of them, but Skill coming in for a gank in the bottom lane. Obama very low, and he's probably going to go down. Devour able to give McTrump a little bit more distance, and that'll get away. As Valencia going to go ahead and ult Sold My Son there to buy some room for his top lane, and they'll get away. And turret goes over, and now 14.5 minutes is here. We've got the Infernal Dragon and priority bottom lane for USArmy Sports. You know, we weren't sure who the priority would be towards, but USArmy Sports definitely have it right now with the bottom lane turret just being taken, and now they're invading the blue buff. They'll definitely have the inside track onto this dragon, which could be pretty big. This Infernal Dragon could mean a lot. We'll see what they can do as some wards are going to be cleared out here. TP not available for either top laner. XQ also has his TP on cooldown. We'll see if he is able to get over there for a fight. There isn't going to be a fight. The dragon already dead. Infernal over here. 2 dragons to USArmy Esports. 15.5 minutes in. They're at about 1,500 gold right now, and that importantly, that gold is on their carries right now. 3 kills for their AD carry, 4 kills for their mid laner. That's definitely what you wanted. Hook's not gonna come through though. Pork Chop is in a fight here, but still gonna make this an unfair one. Down goes Sold My Son. Miko Bomb is in here, but he gets knocked back by skill. The autos are coming through. The Fat gonna help save this fish, but he needs a little bit of help from XQ. He's happy to provide it. Keeps them alive. So Valencia here, maybe looking for a dive. Solarka here as well. Talented coming in. This is a 4v3. McTrump not anywhere near this play. Looks like XQ going for it. He's found the kill here. Already one down, and now Solarka flashing to follow. Talented, though, with the autos. Might find the kill in the McFarlane. Here comes the Life Form integration rate. The last out comes through. Talented with a double kill. And now, probably this turret's going to go down. This outer turret in the top lane should fall, and Rift Herald is available. They may just run right over to that. Trump does not have to wait here. He does not have enough, ult charges to kill all this, so that turret will go down. The outer already taken there in the top and bottom lanes. Rift Herald also going to be taken, it looks like. Solarka does not have smite available, even if you wanted to go for a steal. The Zeal item not quite finished there for Talented. The Blade of the Rune King finished for McTrump, but he needs that Rage Blade before he really comes online, and he's only got 900 gold in the bank right now, which means he's significantly off that Rage Blade. So they still gotta wait for that, wait for McTrump to get his 2 items, and then maybe something can happen, but right now they're losing the side lane, they're losing the fights. Paragon 5 is not in a good position at all. Silas already working his way in the bottom lane. Does not have TP available. Sold My Son does, though, and XQ will have his teleport in a few moments. So TP advantage definitely in Paragon 5's favor. Maybe they make something happen with that. That would be one way they could outnumber. It would have played that way. Rift Herald's still up there. USA is fishing around for this. They found the ult here. Now looks like XQ gonna go down. There you go. Already dead. And the Rift Herald will be reward for that pickoff. In the mid lane, Paragon 5 is pushing. They're trying to make their way onto this middle turret while the rest of USArmy Esports is trying to take that Rift Herald. Skill is pushing in the top lane. It looks like, why don't we just go back to mid lane here? The turret will stay in here. No commitment there for Paragon 5. As Sold My Son is winning the silent matchup here against Silas on the Pork Chop. So that's the good news right now. As they're trying to make a play there in the sideline, but still going to get away. If this Camille can continue to win, get some pressure, maybe that could be good, but I feel like it's just a matter of sending Seal to lane against the Camille and send the Silas somewhere else, and that'll be easy enough. So Rift Herald is summoned in mid lane here. They're running out of minions, but this turret should probably go down. There you go, it's dead. Easy enough. USArmy Esports up 1 game already, are looking to take this second game. They're not quite the blistering place they were in game 1. They are not insanely far ahead, but they've got a 4,000 gold lead about, and a very strong AD carry this time. Last game was their soul lanes that were doing crazy, and right now Skill's doing very good, but a lot of the gold here is on Talented as well. Silas really not in a crazy fed position where he was in game 1. Good news, he's got hard CC though, and he can steal ultimates to have more hard CC. Or have other really good effects, so the Silas by no means useless. He can do a lot here. And keep this Camille occupied for a long time, right? Keeping the Camille just away from the turret, clearing out those waves is very nice. Because that buys time for the rest of the team to do stuff. And they can win the game that way. Rapid Fire Cannon completed. Rage Blade still a little ways off here for McCrum. Needs a little over 1,000 gold, and then he'll have that one. But he needs the Rage Blade before the fight happens. I mean, that's really what we're looking at here. Is the Mountain Drift going to be added to the collection there now for US Army Esports? Maybe they'll go for the full complement, get an Ocean Dragon next. But an ult in the silent here. No, it's going to be interrupted. The Mick duo in trouble. Mick Obama with a Devour will protect his AD carry for now. McTrump going to be okay. Going to fire back with a few autos. Good interruption there on the ultimate. It will be a Cloud Drake, so no potential at all 4 dragons. Unfortunately. Now pushing in the mid lane. Skill getting some autos off here on the inner turret. Porkchop gonna steal the ultimate of Lissandra. Now the fight. Oh my goodness! In the backline, Soul My Son is found talented. I'm not able to quite kill him though, and Soul My Son gonna have to run the other way. But now, oh, Valencia goes down, and the hook shot onto Talented. Talented has gone down. This is the fight Paragon 5 needed. Porkchop, he's gonna get ulted there by Lissandra. Or excuse me, he used the Lissandra ult on himself, and he's able to pick up the kill on Lissandra on the way out. I got so confused. I was like, he's stunned, but wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. It's Lissandra ult. Oh, I'm so silly. Yeah, I'm dumb, but there you go. He used it on himself, bought himself some time, healed up, was able to get a kill on Lissandra on the way out. But still, a 3-for-1 trade there for Paragon 5. That's definitely the fight they needed to get back into this one. And McTrump still needs a few hundred more gold to get that Rage Blade, though, which is crucial. But big team fight from Soul My Son. Was able to pick up Talented there in the back line. Still does not have a team at though, so his wave clear is like really bad, but once he gets there, he'll kill the turret pretty fast. As a big trap, looks like he's going to the Gromp, trying to get the gold he needs. He's just trying to farm up, and get the stuff he needs to really take over. All the outers have been dropped though, so map control still firmly in control for US Army. They have not lost a turret yet this game, nor a dragon. They've died 10 times though, so very far from a perfect game, but they have not lost a turret or an objective of any kind. Still, the gold lead isn't what they want it to be. It's only 2,000 right now. 5 kill difference here and the 3 turrets, but that gold lead could be a lot bigger. Paragon 5 clawing their way back in this one. We'll see what they can do here. But Rage Blade now completed for McTrump. You got 2 items on most people here. On all the main income roles besides the sport, of course. So that means that a definite chance for Paragon 5 to win a team fight if they get engaged. Execute going in. Soul My Son, the hook shot doesn't hit the one he wanted it to. Now, Life Form's integration rate coming through. McTrump that was firing away. He's found a lot of damage. He's untouched so far on the back line. Porkchop going to go down to Execute. And now, looks like Paragon 5 is running right at the face of USArmy Esports. Down goes the top and jungler, though. And now, Execute going to use these Omnias. McTrump firing away. He's going to get jumped on the backline, and down he goes. Talented finds the way into the backline. He's found the kill on McTrump. Now just Mick Obama left. And now, I don't know how they did it, but USArmy Esports turned that fight around and are able, with a triple kill from Talented, to win that team fight. They're not going to get much off back of this, as pretty much everyone low or dead on this side of USA. So they'll just be able to push him anyways, maybe get some turret damage here. Actually, with enough time, I think Skill get this inner turret here in the mid lane. Yeah, he'll get this inner turret. It's gonna take a moment, but they'll at least get 1 turret, maybe a second there in the top lane. So this is a good trade, but still not the game, ending fight they wanted here, or the massive advantage they were hoping for out of that. Still, though, they get a pretty big goal lead off the back of that. Extending that by a couple thousand gold, so that's very nice. And now you got 3 items for Talented here, completing that static shift. He's got 3 crit items, 75% critical strike chance. And on the other side, you got McTrump, who's sitting on 2 items and you know, a few assorted little trinkets there. So that means that you've got a much stronger AD carry talented right now. And the Sejuani going to provide a lot of frontline. The Trundle is doing pretty well this game, but Sejuani has found just key abilities in these team fights. And Talented has made a few good plays there, hopping around. Really won that last team fight with those couple of kills. Jumping onto McTrump and getting that kill was humongous. That choke point really worked against Paragon 5 when they were chasing through it. 26 minutes in, though. 4 dragons now. The second Cloud Dragon was taken. So 4 dragons, 4. US Army Esports is still not giving up a turret, but again, giving up a few kills here. Pork Chop is coming Trump, though. Gonna use the Blade Rune King after to buy some room. So my son misses that little hook shot. Needs no chance at killing Pork Chop. Pork Chop gonna flash away from that hook shot. Flash follow from Soul My Son, though. Hexagon laying down on the Pork Chop. They're gonna find the kill now. That's a nice pickoff. 7th death for Pork Chop. The top laner is dying quite a lot this series. It looks like everyone's gonna get out here from Paragon 5, so a good pickoff, and now they're able to retreat. Well, as I say that, maybe they won't be able to. Mick Obama, he's gonna devour up McTrump here, and it looks like they're gonna be forced to flash away. The hook shot gonna buy a little bit of room, but Valencian's skill continue to go down. Find the kill on Soul My Son, and now McTrump. 3 kills here for US Army Esports after that pick. Solarica also, he's in trouble now with the stun coming through. Double kill here for skill, and that's gonna be the ace. This is a huge team fight win. It was so spread out. It wasn't really a team fight, to be honest. It was just a bunch of skirmishes and picks off the back of Pork Chop getting picked. Paragon 5 just stuck around too long, and now they're going to get the inhibit in the middle lane, and now they're on the Nexus turrets here, 2750. They might just end the game here. There's actually too many members dead here. Mick Obama's coming up in just a second, and now looks like that's going to be the victory flashes here. Out of nowhere, the win comes through for US Army Esports, taking the series 2-0. I don't know where that came from, but all of a sudden they got the ace, and importantly, they got the ace right at the inhibitor turret, which was huge because they were able to just walk right down the mid lane and just take the game. US Army Esports with a huge upset, taking Paragon 5 down. I don't know. Again, I don't know where this came out of. I don't know where the end of that came from. I don't know where that entire performance came from. Paragon 5 with honestly inexplicable loss, and US Army Esports with an insane win here. I mean, that's huge for them, both in terms of standings, but also just confidence going in here. Maybe they'll be able to do something huge. Right now, Paragon 5, again, first place, but they've fallen to 12-6. And Lane 0 Blizzard, they play on Sunday here. So, they play a rebrand on Sunday here. So, if Lane 0 Blizzard, I think there's a, if Blizzard wins, they'll tie Paragon 5 now. And then we'll have a tiebreaker match between Paragon 5 and Lane 0 Blizzard. But US Army Esports going up to 8-8 now. They're sitting at 50% there. So this could be a huge win for them. I mean, there's still a few games to be played, but now US Army Esports in just an incredible position, which I really didn't expect them to be in. And Lane 0 Blizzard, a gift from US Army Esports. Paragon 5 now have opened up the door to lose first place. To be honest, I thought the game yesterday was going to decide first place, but now we have a situation where it's still up for grabs. I mean, who knows what could happen here. US Army Esports shaking up the entire standings now with a huge upset. I mean, who knows what could happen with playoffs now. I certainly believe in potential for an upset. So with that, Paragon 5 falls 2-0 to US Army Esports. Fantastic series from both teams. Paragon 5, I mean, again, had bright moments, but US Army Esports looked real solid the entire time. And I was gonna say Paragon 5, the team to beat after yesterday, and all of a sudden USArmy Esports comes out with a huge win. Maybe, just maybe, USArmy Esports is rising up now and could do something huge, but we'll see. Still lots of League of Legends to be played, but a fantastic match tonight. And well, I guess everyone the brackets completely shifted now. But with that, we'll have a series tomorrow on Sunday. The series tomorrow, I'm going to look it up right now. Fallen sent me this earlier today, so I'll tell you guys what time to be here tomorrow. Let's see here. Fallen. It's going to be 8 p.m. EST, so Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Lane Zero Blizzard versus Rebrand, which is actually a huge match, again, because if Lane Zero Blizzard wins, that means that Paragon 5 and Blizzard will be tied for first place, which I believe means a tiebreaker match. So that's really important. So come in, watch Lane Zero Blizzard here versus Rebrand here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. That is 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm not going to do all the time translations there, but you get it. So come in, tune in for that. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, Adrian. I know he subscribed earlier on, and everyone else. Appreciate you guys watching and helping us out. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been I'm Not Keo, so you can find me pretty much everywhere. Just look up my name on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.